Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can, just let me know. So we're going to start with this one. Super simple and easy to make. Okay. This one is going to be just your basic card. Okay. So we are going to use my favorite tool, the Simply Scored, and we are going to put that on there, and we are going to score at 4 1/4. Okay, nice score, and give that a nice fold. Okay, there we go. Oh, hello, Henry. How are you? Back from the wilderness and hunting. Glad you're back, bud. All right, perfect. I'm glad we have sound. And so with this one, I'm just going to use, you can use whatever piece of cardstock you want. I told you I like the one with the most gold on it. So my layer is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to take a piece of Designer Series paper, and that is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Cut that real quick. And like I said, I want the most gold, so I chose that. And I love, you could honestly, you could put it right on your cardstock, but doesn't the white layer make it pop? I love the little pop of color. I'm glad you've had a great day, bud. All right, so we are going to put that on the front, and we're going to use our Stampin' Seal. I'm using my Stampin' Seal Plus for all of my holiday card making needs, so that's what's in my Stampin' Seal right now. Our Stampin' Seal Plus is perfect for not only card making, but for boxes, bags. You guys, if you've been following me at all, I have 150 bags to make by next Monday. So, hi, Lily. So, I've been using lots of Stampin' Seal Plus. So that's what I'm using this evening. All right, so for this one, we have this cardstock there, and I cut out one of my dies. Okay. And you can use either one of our sentiments, sending lots of love or my heart belongs to you. So I am going to use my Real Red ink. And the nice thing about both of these cards is I only used one ink pad, and that was Real Red. So you can create a lot of different cards. You can use a pack of the Designer Series paper, maybe grab some basic white, a pack of Real Red, and you can make so many different card designs. All right. So this is going to go on the front, sending lots of love. And of course, I'm going to use my dimensionals. So I'm going to flip this over. Thank you, T. I appreciate your share. Yeah, don't forget, guys, if you share, you are entered in for a chance to win some Happy Mail. And Happy Mail went out a little bit ago. So hopefully, if you haven't gotten it, it should arrive shortly. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp one of these little flowers on a scrap of basic white. Okay. And I'm going to use, again, I'm just using Real Red. Okay, so I have my Real Red ink, and I have my flower. This is what the flower looks like. And usually I tend to have two, sorry if I'm causing a little bit of an earthquake there. So I'm just going to simply put that right on top. Oh, maybe not. Okay, take two. Let's see. That's better, so much better. All right. So sometimes those things happen. And this, we have a die, and you have to play a little bit of a match game with this one, but it goes just like that. So I'm going to place this on, and I'm going to cut this out with my Stamp Cut and Emboss machine that is right here beside me. And I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to run it through. Hopefully not causing too much of a, there we go. And I wanted to also tell you guys, like I have a whole bunch of pieces that I've already cut here. So whenever I cut with cardstock, I always fold it in half, because when you are cutting with a die, you can cut two pieces or two layers at one time. So I always, I do that to kind of work, you know, work smarter, not harder. And that way I'm definitely going to create more cards with this set. So, you know, why not cut a couple and you can put them in a little Ziploc bag, or if you have, you know, like a little bagalope. So this is what I use. I did a video on this a while back, and sometimes I'll just put little pieces in there, and so I know where they are and I can go from there. So I'm going to add my little flower on this one, sending lots of love. This could be for someone maybe who is, you know, studying abroad and you just want to let them know that you're thinking of them, or, you know, just because. Those just because cards are awesome to get to when you don't have to have a reason, but you just want to let someone know how much you love them or how much you're thinking of them. So we have our sending lots of love, okay? And look at the difference just between the two cardstocks. Which one is your favorite? Do you like the one on the right, or do you like the one on the left better? Okay, give me a little vote there. Next we have they're adhesive backed heart sequins. Okay, and I have found that it is helpful if you use your take your pick tool to scoop these up. Okay, thank you. And so I'm just gonna scoop this off, and I'm just gonna put a little heart right there on the edge. Well, not quite that much on the edge, but right there on the edge, just like that. Okay, super quick and easy. Then I'm gonna take a piece of my basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And that's gonna go right on the inside of this card, just like so. Okay. Rhonda, hi Rhonda. Oh, you guys are voting for the right one. All right. So there's that. So white's fabulous on the inside, but why not, you know, spruce it up a little bit? So if you have any 1-inch strips left over with the most gold, this is going to be 1 by 5 1/4. Okay, and it's going to cover the white on the outside, or not the white, but just the edge there. And it's just kind of a nice little pop. When you open your card, it's like, wow, she went that extra mile, or he. I shouldn't. And you have that little pop of color on the inside. So you can see, oops, I just stuck my finger in the ink. That's why. So when you guys are crafting, you should always close your inks, because don't do what Dory does. But you can see just by using a different designer series paper, the difference, how different the cards look. Okay, so there is card number 1, and like this one is a little bit lower, this one's right in the center, so it's totally up to you. Okay, card number 1. All right, so I'm going to move this one aside. The next one, this is card number 2, and this is kind of a fun fold, and I like how you can use a whole piece of the designer series paper. Thanks, Lily, I appreciate it. The designer series paper on the inside, and then you have a smaller piece of your basic white. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this one together. Again, this one is just going to be 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, and I am going to use my favorite tool here, Simply Scored, and I am going to use my it's going to be a 4 1/4 here. I left my bone folder upstairs, so the next best thing is the pen that's laying on your desk. So you are going to fold that right in half. Okay. then you're gonna fold the front. So it's 4 1/4, and then, so it's gonna be 2 1/8. It's gonna be what our front is gonna be, okay? So it's a little bit of a fun fold right there, okay? Here we go. So let me put my trusty Simply Scored to the side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of Designer Series paper, and that's gonna be what goes right here on the inside. So that's gonna be my 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And let me see what I'm gonna use for this one. They're all so much fun. Oh, I like this one. So this one has like the swirls of gold in it. I love it. Love it, love it. So this is an old cutter. Sorry guys, but it is a Stampin' Up! Product. So I'm gonna kind of twist my paper. So indecisive Dory. So 4, okay, by 5 1/4. I like this one because it has a little bit of the pink Melon Mambo in there as well. Okay. And so we're going to use that for the inside. Then on the outside piece here, let's go ahead and adhere what we need to, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to take see my little flap here. You can put the adhesive wherever you'd like. Stampin' Seal Plus. And you're just going to fold that down. So you just have half. Okay. So then we're going to take our piece of Designer Series paper. Whoops. One's just flying in. And this one's going to go on your inside piece. Okay. This, again, 4 by 5 1/4. Or if you wanted to be, there's the little hearts. I don't know if you can see the little hearts and the little arrows on that one. But I like the gold. You guys have stamped with me before. I like everything that sparkles, shimmers, and shines. So we're going to put that there on the inside. Okay. Just like that. Smooth that out. Then we have a piece of basic white. And this is 3 by 4 1/4. And that's going to go on the inside. And so you'll have that little piece of white that peeks out. All right. So let's go ahead and put that one. I know I haven't stamped on it yet, but I'm not planning on it. So it is a-okay to go inside. So we're going to put this piece right in here. You want to make sure it's even on both sides. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take the large heart the larger heart is what I'm going to use for the outside. So I'm going to put that one aside. And I'm also going to use another one of my die cuts. That'll be for the inside too. So just kind of adding my supplies here. For the outside of the card, I love having that little white border around this portion here. So our piece is 2 1/8 by 5 1/2. So hopefully my math will be correct. So we're going to do 2. So we have a 1/8 inch strip. So let me bring this back in, move this off to the side. Okay, so we have 2. You guys see that? And by should be 5 1/2. So let's try this. Yeah, so see how you get that little bit of red on the outside, but it's just a pop of white. So then we're going to take our Designer Series paper again. We have this piece here that we've already used, so I'm going to go ahead and cut with this one, okay? But if you see a piece that has more gold, you're welcome to use that one too. This is your creation, your design, so whatever makes you happy. All right, so this is going to be 1 7/8, and it should be 5 1/4 if everything matches up. Let's see. Whew, it did. So see how you just get that little pop of white around the outside, but when you put it back on to the card front, look how that white just makes everything pop. All right. So here we go. We are going to take and we're going to put all this together. So we're going to take our basic white piece with our Stampin' Seal Plus, and that is going to go on the outside here, just like that. And I don't push it down all the way because sometimes when you have this, that tiny little border, sometimes you need like a little bit of finagling room. So hopefully it will all go well. But like I said, I don't always press it down right away because I want to make sure it is where it's supposed to be, top and bottom. There we go, just like that. So you have your nice swirls there on the outside, and you have your nice swirls on the inside. Perfect. Okay, so your next piece is going to be your heart. And what I did is I had kind of the point of my heart there and the center as well. Okay. Oh, you can see I got a little bit of red on my finger, but it's okay. It happens all the time. Just means you're making handmade designs and creations. So we're only going to put our dimensionals on half. Okay. So it's going to go on this half here, like so. We're going to peel the backs off and throw them off to the side, and we'll fix that later, pick them up later. Okay, and I'm going to put my piece here and here. Okay, and then you can see, you can't see my dimensionals on the side. So there's your heart. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I am going to stamp, what's this one say? Sending lots of love. And the other one is on the stamp set, I believe. Let me see where I put that. Yeah, it's right here. So sometimes when I'm using them, I'll just put them right on the back of my case so I don't lose them. And that's what I did there. So this one says, "My heart belongs to you." And I put it on the diagonal when I'm stamping. That's just easiest for me. Sometimes, I don't know, it doesn't always end well, but when I have it straight. So when I have it on my stamp diagonally, I seem to be able to stamp it straight. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's just how it goes. Okay. So I'm going to put this right here. Yes, perfect. Right where it's supposed to be. Okay. So this is actually going to go on the inside. So it's kind of a fun little thing to have on the inside. And I am going to put dimensionals on the back, one on each side. And these are like all around the side dimensionals. You never want to throw dimensionals away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here. So, oops, sorry. Let me show you that when you close it, you can't see that that's on the inside. So it's a little like, oh, look at that. And then we are going to cut out, let me show you the smallest heart. We're going to cut out this one here. And it's one with the stitching around the outside. So I already have a piece of basic white right on my stamp cut and emboss machine. If my mom were watching tonight, she'd be impressed that I used the right name. I usually call it the Big Shot for those of you who've been around a while. Yeah, but stamp cut and emboss is what we're going with tonight. And look how super cute this is. See if it'll come out. If not, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but on our dies, there are little holes in there, and you can use your tool, take your pick tool, and that helps you get that little guy out. You can see the stitching. Okay, so I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to stamp XOXO, and that's on the other side where the flower is. And if you position it just right, you can stamp that right on the little heart. And so that is going to go right on the inside of my heart here. Okay, just like that. That's what it's going to look like. And I'm going to put that one on flat. So just a little bit right there in the center. XOXO. Okay. Then we have some of this beautiful, I love ribbon and all things embellishment wise. So we have this silver and gold trim. This is actually in our holiday catalog, but we're going to use it because it goes perfectly with the gold in our designer series paper. So I just tied a bow where the other side went. Oh, it's so tiny. You can barely see it. Let's see. I'm going to do it again. Hold on. Ready? Voila. Try not to tie a knot in it. There we go. All right. I need another side there. There we go. Okay. Whew. I may have to do it off camera. There we go. Okay. I got it. There. All right. There's our little bow. Okay. And I am just going to add that with a little bit of Stampin' Seal. You can use glue dots, whatever you'd like, but it fits perfectly right there with my Stampin' Seal. And then these are lovely paper snips, and I'm going to use those and trim up here just like that. Okay, so you have your little bit of glimmer shimmer ribbon. Then I'm going to take my hearts again. I love anything with adhesive backing is amazing. I love them, how you can just kind of peel them off and you can add them directly to your card. And sometimes they come in different sizes, which is great. So I'm going to add one right there. So my heart belongs to you. And then I usually add them in threes. So I am going to add, I'm going to put one up here. Then I have one on the inside. And then one down there at the bottom, just like that. Okay. And that is the card. Super quick and simple. Like I said, you can make tons of different designs. This one I added a little flower. I had an extra flower laying on my table. I added a little flower there, but I didn't use dimensionals on this one. This one I did. So, you know, you can change it up a little bit, however you want it to go. But like this one has more of the pink hue to it. This is kind of the white, the red, and the gold. So those are our cards for this evening. Quick and simple. And just a reminder, starting tomorrow, there will be some items on sale. So you can check them out at doryschneider.stampinup.net. And the host code is listed there. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I would love for you to subscribe and check out my videos and reels. I'll be back again on Friday. Monday and Friday are usually my days unless I have family obligations, but always Monday at 8:45. And then Friday I usually post a video for your viewing pleasure. And one more thing, we do have a mini catalog coming your way, January through April, and our celebration. So if you do not have a demonstrator, and I would love to be yours, and you can send me a message, and I would love to put a catalog in the mail for you. So I hope you enjoyed my projects this evening. And let me bring the other one back here. We'll put these two. And I wish you a great night. And I will stamp with you guys again soon. Take care. Have a great night. Bye-bye.